Hello and welcome back. Today is Friday, November 14th. I have your 4 best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the page. As you can tell, I'm back to the other location. The things we do for love, gentlemen. We have to do. I've been doing this fun little commute back and forth, recording here and there, but I'm committed to posting plays, and it's NBA Cup Friday. No better day than today. We get a 9-game slate. The late prime game is Chef's Kiss, Steph Curry versus Victor Wembanyama. That game will be incredible. Definitely check out the top comment. I'm going to probably cook up a same-game parlay for that game, but at this current time, couldn't really fully dive into it, but I probably will cook up a same-game parlay. I see DraftKings offering a little Friday boost. I see FanDuel coming back with the no sweat token 50% profit boost or the cash out option. So today is a beautiful NBA action. It shows on the slate. We get some bigger spread games overall, like Brooklyn versus Orlando, 14.5 spread. We have Minnesota versus Sacramento, higher totals on the day, 240. Minnesota, though, 11-point favorite here at home. Milwaukee versus Charlotte, 9.5-point spread. Pelicans versus Lakers, that's a 9.5-point spread. Portland versus Houston, another big spread, 8.5. But then we get some fun matchups here. We get, like I said, Golden State Warriors versus Sacramento. Sacramento versus the Spurs. They're running it back from yesterday night. We get the Clippers versus the Mavs. The battling of the the battle of who's worse. That's what I call that game. Who's worse right now? The Clippers, they have all their draft picks, and every single year they just keep seeing SGA go crazy, or Mavs, where they just watch Luka go crazy and they're about to sell everything. It's battle of who is the worst and has no future going forward. Then we get Charlotte versus Milwaukee. Already talked about it. The other prime game, Miami versus the Knicks. No Jalen Brunson in this matchup. And then we get the battle of the two best out east, Detroit versus Philly. I'm excited for that one. 231 over-under. Will Cade play? I assume he will. Tyrese Maxey versus Cade. Those two will go dummy in that game. But a fun 9-game slate. I got 4 plays here that I absolutely love. And before we jump into today's plays, we got to recap yesterday's action. And yesterday in the NBA, ended up going 1-1 in best bets. And it was something. It was the duality of how you play things. Lauri Markkanen, he went crazy. I felt amazing at it. He had 11 points in the first quarter. I think in the first half, he had 15. That one felt great, but Brandon Ingram, man, I was pretty pumped. He started off the game with 5 shots, but he only made 1 of them. 1 for 5 to start. It was the Scotty Barnes game and the Emmanuel Quickley game, but man, Brandon Ingram, it wasn't a lack of trying, man. He took so many shots, a horrible shooting game. He finished the game with 13-plus points. That was just a bad play. He missed so many shots. I should have seen it coming, but 1-1. But today is a brand new day. I'm feeling good and feeling great. And let's just jump into it for my first play of the day. Going to be in this Knicks Heat matchup on Amazon Prime. 238 over-under. Knicks 5.5-point favorite. And there's no Jalen Brunson. So I'm sticking with the Knicks side of the ball here. And that's Mikal Bridges. He has a great history of getting this over versus the Miami Heat. I think he does it here without Jalen Brunson. So it's going to be Mikal Bridges to go over 17.5 points, coming to minus 112. On FanDuel. He has a pretty good matchup. Miami Heat allowing the 13th most points to the shooting guard position these last 7 games. But why I love this so much is 2 reasons. Well, one, he's coming in this not getting the over that often. 1 for his last 5, only averaging 13.4 points per game. He's coming off probably a bad shooting game. He scored 10, 13, 16, 22, and then just had 6 points. The most recent game had a horrible shooting game. Game was a complete blowout. Mikal Bridges did not look great, but now he gets the Miami Heat where he cooks in this matchup, going over 6 for his last 8, averaging 20.5 points per game. His last 2 games, he's had 20-plus points. But in the most recent game, he had 20 in the most recent game this year. But the second game, the game that was last year, he had 28 points without Jalen Brunson in that game. He has a great history of getting the over, 6 for his last 8. And the most recent game he played against the Heat without Jalen Brunson on this Knicks team, he had 28-plus points. Always a better player than he is on the road. That's what I've always said, even going to last year in the playoffs. We were targeting Mikal Bridges at home versus on the road. At home, he's always a better player. 56% hit rate last year at home, averaging 19.1 points per game. Last home game versus Miami, was that 28-point game where Jalen Brunson did not play. So better home player than he is at home. 56% hit rate on this number last year, averaging 19.1 points per game. 59% hit rate last year without Jalen Brunson in the lineup, averaging 19.7. And then going back to the home, that's why I talked about it. At home, without Jalen Brunson, last season, 71% hit rate, averaging 23.1 points per game. We love that. With the lowest scoring game, he had 14 plus points. So a solid baseline here. Overall, field goal attempts do go up, man. He's only averaging 11 field goal attempts per game to start of the season. Without Jalen Brunson, he averages 14 field goal attempts. Those three just shots right there can easily clear the over. Could be a two-corner bang threes. And he's been shooting the ball very well to start off the season. I've projected at 20-plus points here versus Miami. He always scores 20-plus points, 6 for his last 8 in Heat. I've been getting killed by shooting guards recently. Bang, 23. Coward, 15. Bridges, 20. Right there. Reeves, 26. Beal, 12. Tim Hardaway Jr., 18. Shaedon Sharpe, 21. And then Donovan Mitchell had 28. I haven't projected at 20-plus points here. Without Jalen Brunson in the lineup and at home here, I think this is a great sign for Mikal Bridges. So give me Mikal Bridges to go over 17.5 points, coming to minus 112 on FanDuel. Jump into my second play, going into the Orlando versus Brooklyn matchup. Yeah, you're probably like, I've never seen this guy really bet a big spread. 14.5 point spread in this game. This game is crazy. Low total on this matchup, but there's no Paolo Banchero, and that is no problem for Franz Wagner. So give me Franz Wagner to go over 11.5 rebounds, assists, coming to minus 125. On DraftKings, he has a great matchup here. Brooklyn Nets allow the second most rebounds and the most assists to the power forward position. These last 7 games, they allowed the most rebounds and the second most assists to the power forward position. You could be like Chris or DeWidler. What are you talking about? This guy is a small forward. Why are you talking about power forward? Hey, that's the same freaking numbers, man. Brooklyn Nets, second most rebounds on the season. Second most rebounds in the last 7 games on the season. And the assist department is not really there. They allow the 9th most assists to the small forward position. But I continue here. He's gone over 4 for his last 5, averaging 11.8 rebounds, assists. Now he has a full game without Paolo. He's going to have the rock in his hand. Last 5 games, he's had 7, 12, 12, 15, and 13 rebounds, assists in the last 5 games. Last 3 games versus Brooklyn without Paolo Banchero, he's had 10, 16, and 17 rebounds, assists. 55% hit rate last year on the season without Paolo, averaging 12.2 rebounds, assists per game. Over 3 for his last 5 games without Paolo at home, averaging 13 rebounds, assists per game. I have him projected at 14 rebounds, assists in this matchup here. I think this is going to be a great rebounding game for Franz Wagner in this one. Maybe a little double-double flirting action for him. I haven't projected, like I said, 14 rebounds, assists. Power forwards against Brooklyn have had some massive games. Mikal Bridges, 15. Mobley, 13. Watford, 16. Randall, 21. Siakam, 16. And then Barnes. Scotty Barnes just had 16 versus them. I think Franz Wagner, he's going to have a great rebounding and assist game. The ball's going to be in his hand a lot more without Paolo. The usage rate will go up. And he has a lot of more catch-and-shoot players. We saw last season him cook without Paolo in the lineup. So give me Franz Wagner to go over 11.5 rebounds, assists, coming to minus 125 on DraftKings. Jump into my third play in a pretty fun game, Houston versus Portland. I think this spread should be a little closer. I think it's at 8.5 for this game. I think this game should be very, very close. Both teams are trying to make that next tier jump in the Wild, Wild West. And I think this man on the Rockets as the center versus a Portland team, these last few games have struggled versus centers. I think Alperen Sengun has a great game here tonight. So give me Alperen Sengun to go over 21.5 points coming in. 21.5 points coming in minus 115 on DraftKings. I have him projected at 25 plus points in this game. He cooks Portland Trailblazers, going over 3 for his last 5, averaging 21.6 points per game, with the last 5 games him having 30, 19, 14, 22, and 23 in the most recent matchup. And he's been pretty solid overall. Over 3 for his last 5, with the last 5 games him scoring 25, 20, 25, 23. Then he just had 16 versus Washington in a blowout. They did not need Sengun tonight. They will need Sengun. And why I love this so much is I think he has a great positional, or his shot chart looks great in this one. Last 5 games, Portland allows the 28th most points near the net, and Sengun takes 50% of his shots from that spot. We love that. Portland, these last 7 games, allowing the 8th most points to the center position. And then another spot, another 2K hot zone in the paint. They allowed the 18th most shots. They allowed the 18th most points in the paint, and that's where Sengun takes 34% of his shots. So in 2 spots where Sengun takes nearly 80% of his shots from are 2 areas where Portland struggles at. I think that's set up for great success here. Centers have been killing Portland. Zubac, 21, Kessler, 18, Nurkic, 13, Ayton, Domination had 29. Wendell Carter Jr. just had 19. And Derek Queen just had 26 on them recently. I think Anthony Sengun has another great matchup here. Again, projected 25-plus points. I think he has a massive game here. Portland allowing the 28th most points at the net. Sengun takes 50% of his shots there. Portland allowing the 8th most points to the center position. He's gone over 3 for his last 5 versus Portland. He's been steady 3 for his last 5 overall. Coming after an under game, I think today is a perfect opportunity for him to go over 21.5 points, coming to -115 on DraftKings. To jump into my 4th and final play of the day, going to be in this Golden State Warriors versus San Antonio Spurs. They're running it back. I wish we could run it back with Victor Wembanyama over 1.5 threes, but that one has been nerfed. It's -200 now, but I think I found another Victor Wembanyama spot that we can all take advantage of, and that's his rebounds assist market. So give me Victor Wembanyama, the alien, to go over 16.5 rebounds assists, coming to -117 on DraftKings. He has a great passing matchup. Golden State Warriors allow the 4th most assists to the center position, and he's been cooking, going over 3 for his last 5, averaging 17.2 points per game. With the last 5 games, he's had 11, 12, and then he's heated it up. 21, 17, and 25 rebounds, assists in these games. And he's kind of cooked Golden State Warriors last 4 games against them. He's had 17, 14, 16, and then he just had a triple-double, 25 rebounds, assists just the other night. In that game, though, it was something that when I was watching that game, they were not double-teaming Victor Wembanyama. Or no, they would double-team Victor Wembanyama when he would set up the high post. The Spurs love running like the old... I'm trying to think like the triangle offense where they have Wemby set up on the corner there. He steps on this post move. He just has Draymond Green or Al Horford on him, and then he just watched people cut. He loves hitting Luke Cornett with the nice lob pass. That's what we saw a lot in that game, and I think he continues here in this matchup. I think the Spurs are going to run up and down on this Golden State Warriors team. Last matchup just had 15 rebounds with 21 potential rebounds, and then he had 10 assists with 14 potential assists in those games. He's cooked them in the last, just had 25. I have him projected here at 20 rebounds, assists. He is a monster on the boards too, so we love that nice little boost there. But centers have cooked Golden State Warriors. Wemby just had 25. Mark Williams, yes, Mark Williams, 20. Miles Turner, 10. Landale, 9, and Jokic just had 23 against them. Golden State Warriors allowing the 4th most assists to the center position. I think Victor Wembanyama has another incredible rebounds assist game in this matchup. So give me Victor Wembanyama to go over 16.5 points. 16.5 points. I wish it was 16.5 points to go over 16.5 rebounds, assists, coming to -117 on DraftKings. And those are my 4 best bets for you for NBA Cup Friday. As always, let me know down below what's your favorite bet in the NBA Cup today. I love tailing you guys in the comment section. We've been some winners down there in the comment section to start off this year, and I continue to look forward to it down below. Hopefully today's the 4-0 sweep day. We have yet to get a clean sweep on the full card. I'm feeling it today. These 4 great spots here. Wembanyama over 16.5 rebounds, assists. Sengun over 21. Franz Wagner over 11.5 rebounds, assists, and Mikal Bridges over 17.5 points. Hopefully having a wonderful day. Keep on smiling, and I will see you in the next one, and hopefully at my other location. The things we do for love, guys. All right? Have a good one. Peace.